President Obama took his determination to keep American combat troops out of the ISIS war to the Pentagon today to hear from the officers charged with using only air power so far. Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry reports on the increasing calls for the president to rethink his strategy.
President Obama went behind closed doors today with war planners at the Pentagon and suggested he's staying the course against ISIS.
It remains a difficult mission. As I've indicated from the start, this is not something that is going to be solved overnight.
The chairman of the House Armed Services Committee insisted otherwise. Republican Buck McKeon declaring ISIS is not being degraded by airstrikes and American ground troops are necessary because the president, quote, needs to walk out of the Pentagon willing to put new options on the table rather than continuing to rule them out.
The Joint Chiefs are going to tell the president, Mr. President, the airstrikes so far have disrupted ISIS, and that's been successful. But your stated goal, sir, is to defeat ISIS.
White House spokesman Josh Earnest repeatedly insisted the strategy is working, even as he hedged on whether the U.S. can save the key city of Kobani along the Syrian-Turkish border.
You have seen the U.S. military carry out airstrikes in this region that have degraded the ability of ISIL to carry out this function. Now, is this going to stop ISIL from overrunning Kobani? No, I don't think anybody knows.
Ernest did note the U.S. has been able to hit ISIS refineries in Syria and cited gains in Iraq, like taking back the Mosul Dam. Though State Department spokeswoman Psaki had trouble articulating that yesterday during a 48-second answer that included this.
Some of our successes we've seen on the ground by the Iraqi security forces. One moment. Sorry. Well, I'll find these.
In an interview promoting his new book, former Defense Secretary Leon Panetta told Fox's Bill O'Reilly it starts at the top, and the president has been governing by crisis instead of exerting leadership.
I think deep down, he knows what needs to be done. What he's got to do is develop the will to fight, to get into the ring,
he better get
in order to make it happen.
Do our enemies throughout the world fear us?
I think they're getting a mixed message.
Sparking speculation the president could shake up his staff after the midterms, with Washington Post columnist David Ignatius mentioning big names like Chief of Staff Dennis McDonough and National Security Advisor Susan Rice.
Is there a sense here in the White House that some changes, some rejiggering needs to be done given all these crises?
No, I don't think so.
Now, even Jimmy Carter is on the attack, telling a Texas newspaper the president waited too long to deal with ISIS. Josh Earnest responded that it's far-fetched to suggest that helping the Syrian rebels sooner would have mattered. Brett?